With Hal Hayes of Hal Hayes Construction. Welcome to Mega Machines.
Hi, Tony.
This doesn't look like some ordinary dump truck to me, Hal.
No, this is a Volvo 35-ton articulated off-road dump truck, Tony.
What do you use something like that for around here?
We use this for hauling the big, heavy loads in rough terrain.
And it's six-wheel drive?
Six-wheel drive.
Let's get a closer look at this thing.
Okay.
Hal, why do you need six-wheel drive? Four-wheel drive isn't good enough?
Tony, where we work, four-wheel drive won't work. We're in mud up to the hub sometimes, and we can't afford to get stuck. So we make it a six-wheel drive, the front axle pulls, and this guy will go just about anywhere.
Hal, this bed holds 70,000 pounds. What makes this dump truck different than a regular one we would see on the road?
Well, this dump truck has 2 lift cylinders on it. Since the load is so big and in rough terrain, it takes 2 cylinders to lift the load up to dump.
What makes this thing so versatile in the forest?
Well, Tony, what makes this truck so great is it has an articulation joint, which is run by these cylinders right here.
So if the back was going over a stump or a boulder, the cab would stay flat on the ground.
It'd stay flat and on the ground.
I would love to see how this thing works.
Okay, let's fire it up.
It's the Ingersoll Rand ABG Titan Road Paver. Designed to lay defect-free asphalt in places where the surface must be smooth, seamless, and also spacious. The 60,000-pound ABG Titan Road Paver can spit out a track of tarmac 19 inches thick and 52 feet across in a single pass. That's an expanse wider than a 3-lane highway with both shoulders, making it perfect for laying a high-speed racetrack or high-traffic runways, like here at Washington's Dulles International and New Jersey's Newark airports.
When people first see the paver, they're usually in awe of the sheer size of the machine and the capabilities. They're using the machine today in this application because it's a thicker lift of material and a wider width than most pavers are capable of. You think about the size of an airplane that's landing on the material. Well, it needs to be precise, it needs to be smooth, it needs to withstand the force and the energy of a jumbo jet hitting the mat on its way in.
But the big advantage of the Titan is that it doesn't leave gaps or joints, meaning air travelers won't get shaken up when they touch down.
Normally this taxiway is 75 feet wide. With a conventional paver at 12.5 feet, there would be 6 passes in this taxiway, or 5 joints. With the ABG, we have 1 joint, which is the center joint, and there are no other joints from the center line of the taxiway to the edge line of the taxiway.
In order to spew out a seamless slab without stopping, this rock star of the runways brings along his roadies. A fleet of 20-ton dump trucks that must keep this fella fed.
The paver will actually lay the material down faster than the trucks can provide it. On this particular job, the paving train has the trucks of asphalt dumping directly into the hopper of the paver. The paver then distributes the material from the screed. And behind the screed, we're actually using one Ingersoll Rand DD158 HFA double drum roller. So the paving train really consists of 3 pieces of equipment: the truck, the paver, and the roller. What we're looking at here is the hopper on the paver. That's where the material is conveyed from the dump trucks. Inside of the hopper, this actually holds 19 tons. What we're looking at now is the auger channel. This is where the material is distributed across the screed from the hopper on the front of the machine. Typically, these are run automatically with sonic sensors, where it'll sense the volume of material in the channel, and it'll turn sporadically to get the proper volume of material out. This area is for heat on the screed. The flames you see on the bottom of the screed are to put the heat inside of the chamber, which keeps the temperature high on the screed and prevents material from sticking to it.
For operators sitting atop this 352 horsepower Roadster, the Titan doesn't come with neck-snapping acceleration, but rather a power trip all its own. You have the power. It's very intuitive as far as the operator platform and controls are concerned. It's also very scientific and very high-tech in that it's a computer, basically, that runs the machine. And via GPS and modems, you can dial in remotely and troubleshoot the machine. The control is actually like playing a video game. But the Titan is no toy. Working with hot asphalt kept at temperatures in excess of 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Lose focus, and a road worker could be roadkill.
The operator needs to be able to see the truck. They need to be able to see the edge of the paver, the screed behind them. The areas to watch are obviously when you're around material like asphalt that's very, very hot. The auger system, and also in front of the machine, is not very forgiving on a human body.
Be it a freeway, raceway, or runway, the Ingersoll Rand ABG Titan Road Paver puts road construction on the fast track to success, seamlessly resurfacing America 52 feet at a time.
The Titan is probably one of the most amazing things I've ever seen, to be very honest with you.
It's massive. It's overwhelming, the sheer awesomeness of the machine. It's huge.
We're back on the site with Hal Hayes. Hal, I know how to drive a dump truck, but this one might be a little tricky with the articulation. How about giving me a couple pointers?
Sure, Tony, hop in.
Hal, it looks pretty simple. Steering wheel, and got a couple levers over here. What are these for?
Well, the bottom one is your 6-speed transmission. It's an automatic transmission.
Okay. And this right here?
That raises your bed up and down.
Okay. And then it looks like we got a computer screen up here.
We have a computer up on top, tells you how many loads you made for the day, how many hours you worked, if you shifted properly.
It's the Klaas Venter Sugarcane Harvester. standing 13 feet tall, 34 feet long, and weighing 18 tons. The Claas Ventore sugarcane harvester has got to be the meanest machine in Maui. Bristling with a 350 horsepower 10-cylinder engine and brandishing a battery of razor-sharp blades and saws. This green monster can storm down a row of sturdy 12-foot sugarcane and slice and dice them into 12-inch sticks at the rate of an acre an hour. That's 50 tons of precision-cut cane. But these pieces aren't for eating. Nope, they're for planting. Here, at the largest sugarcane farm in Hawaii.
Hawaiian Commercial and Sugar Company is a 37,000-acre sugarcane plantation. Our sugar that we produce here at HC&S in raw form goes to a sugar refinery in California, where it's made into various refined sugar products. The purpose of the Ventore is it's a cane harvesting machine. It harvests cane, cutting it into small billet pieces. It's our seed cane for future crops.
Yep, each of these 12-inch sugar sticks will be planted and nurtured to grow into mature cane, 30 feet tall.
We actually cut between 1,700 and 2,000 acres of seed cane to produce enough seed to plant and continue the crop.
Adam Trevino is the man at the controls of the Claas Ventore. From the seat of this all-wheel drive stalk dicing device, he gets to feast on some of the sweetest views in the world.
Actually, we're very fortunate. We see a lot of views that people never see in their lifetime because we go to all the fields. Well, the primary goal with the Ventore was roughly about 5 acres a day, which should give us around 300 tons.
That's thanks to one of the most vicious front ends ever invented.
This device here is a feeder roll designed to grab the sugarcane from that falls forward, bring it under, feed it to the cutting blades, as well as these on the side. These are also feeder rolls. They work inward. They both work inward. And as you're forcing your way through, everything has to go through here. Grabs everything in sight. Doesn't leave nothing behind. Okay, right now we're looking at the base cutter blades, which this makes the initial cut of the blade. You can see they're very sharp. They cut all 3 sides. One blade turns clock, one turns counterclock. Okay, this is about the standard cut we want for the billet, roughly about 1 foot long. As you can see, it gives it a nice clean cut.
But step into the path of this Claas Ventore while it's chopping cane, and it won't hesitate to harvest you.
There's a lot of things flying around off the conveyor, as well as the blades. If they hit a stone, they can shoot more like bullets. As the operator, you have to really watch around you, know who's around you when they're around you. You don't want to be anywhere near, so you can see there'll be no mercy.
Yep, the Claas Ventore sugarcane harvester cuts it where other machines can't, sweetening the pesky process of chopping cane.
This is a very unique operation. For any sugar operation in the world, we are totally different and unique in what we do here. The Ventore is a very good piece of equipment.
It's a big advantage.